Hey guys, it's Missy Wolf, and I'm here with Christina Chriss.
Hey, how's
Wow,
it going?
you are a busy girl. I have been watching you, and I am like, how in the world do you keep up with your career? So, for the fans that don't know, you've been fronting a band called Kaleido, and you've gone on the Warped tour, and you've opened for people like Aerosmith and Kid Rock. And what has that been for you? What has that been like?
It's been so much fun and really rewarding and just an awesome time just living the dream, you know? Living the
Absolutely.
dream.
Absolutely. Well, and then you've released your solo debut single, From the Way, and that features Trick Trick. So you're a solo artist now as well. And my gosh, like the transition, not just from fronting a band to doing your own solo career, but you've transitioned genres too. How has that been? Has that been like an easy choice for you, or?
Yeah, you know what? Growing up, I'm from Detroit and born and raised, and it's Detroit Rock City, you know, and there's also like such a strong hip hop culture there as well. So I really grew up listening to everything. I listened to rock music, I listened to hip hop, I listened to pop music, and
Right.
I just loved all different kinds of music growing up. I never really had a specific favorite. I just
Right.
liked what I liked, and I took all of those, um, all of those elements and just did my own thing with it. And that's really what this new music is like. It's
Right.
just combining all of the things that I love and making it my own thing.
Right, right. Well, you do it well, and what's interesting to me is, a lot of times, like with Taylor Swift, for instance, she went from country to, the pop and the rock, but her voice is pretty much, you recognize Taylor Swift. All your voice, you have this amazing ability to to change your sound, and it's just incredible to me, and I can't explain it, but did you find that easy for you to do? Because seriously, you do it so well. I mean, when you're singing the rock songs and
Thank
then you do
you.
the rap, and I'm just like, wait, what? How does she do this so
hmm
perfectly?
Thank you. It's just what I do. You know, I've got all these different sides to me, and they come out on the music, and they sound different.
They definitely do, and it's exciting, I think, for the fan too, because number one, the stuff that you've done with Kaleido has been really, really fun, and it's been exciting. But then your personal, your solo career, it seems a lot more edgy to me and more real, and like the stories you connect to them. So I want to
Yeah.
hear more about that. What has driven you with your lyrics?
You know, I just like to take my life experiences, which, every artist I feel does, and turn them into songs that everybody turn up to, party to, relate to, live with and
Right.
enjoy and party, and have a good time. So I just take all of the stuff that I've gone through in my life and turn them into records.
Absolutely. And you are right. I mean, songwriters, that's what they do. They draw from their own personal experiences. But being a songwriter and singing your own music, you're putting your own personal experiences and then singing them yourself. Have you found that some of it is difficult to do? Because I've run into that with several artists that I've interviewed in the past, where some of the songs that they've written are so personal that it's harder for them to sing it on stage. Whereas if they have it for somebody else to sing, it's okay.
Yeah, no, not for me. Not for me. I actually love it. The more it means to me, the more real it is, the more I enjoy performing it on stage, because I like the fact that my fans are close to me. That's one of
Right.
my favorite things about what I do is my connection with people and interacting with my fans. And so
Right.
I just put all of myself out there, and I just put it all out there for them, and I want them to really know me, and I want them to feel close to me through the music. It's what it's all about for me.
Oh,
I'm
that's
actually
great.
more comfortable, when it's personal. It feels
Right.
just more real, and that's what I'm about, is just raw, real, authentic.
Oh, that's great. That's great. Now, and I know I keep switching back from Kaleido to your solo career, but it's just because I'm so darn interested. I love both. But you were on a 6-week tour with Alien Ant Farm, and I know that the newest single from Kaleido, Love and War, features oh, forgive me, the name of the guy from Alien Ant Farm. Anyways.
It's Dryden.
Dryden, yes. Okay, sorry. I don't know why I just completely blanked on that.
No, that's okay. It's an unusual name, you know. It's not every day you meet someone named Dryden.
Exactly. But how was performing with them and opening with them? How was that experience for you, and then recording this single with them?
One of the best experiences of my life. It was the first opportunity that Kaleido had to hit the road and really reach out on a national level. And they gave us that opportunity. They were the first people to give us that opportunity. So I love that band very much. They have become family, and they are so incredibly close with Kaleido and I. And we're actually managed by Embarco. So we're both under the same management for now as well. So it's just one big happy family, crazy family, I should say.
Crazy happy, it's all good.
a little dysfunctional, but you know, we're usually happy.
Yeah, but you guys put the fun in that, right? So it's all good.
Yep. Exactly. We put in the fun and dysfunctional.
That's great.
So we've just grown very close, and that is how the opportunity came about for us to come out here to California, to Riverside, and write at the drummer Mike Cosgrove's house. And they're just fantastic. They just have been incredible friends and taken really great care of us and kind of really helped launch us onto the scene. So it was a lot of fun writing the song with them, and it was one of the most exciting co-writes I've ever done. Dryden is an incredible writer and such a talented artist. And I think that it turned out fantastic. It did. A lot of the elements from Kaleido and mixed them with a lot of the great things that, you know, Alien Ant Farm brings to the table as well. So it's a cool little hybrid song, and it actually is done fantastic. It holds the world record for the most winning song on the People's Choice for the 89X is the alternative station in Detroit. So it actually won the People's Choice 27 nights in a row and was retired into the Hall of Fame as the most winning song ever on that station. So, and that was before we even had the song available online to download. So we kind of took this old school approach where if the fans wanted to hear the song, they had to call in every day at 7 p.m. and vote for it to be played. And every day that it won, it would go against a new song. And it was kind of old school, you know. You have to call radio to get a song, and it worked, and it was a lot of fun.
Oh, that's great.
We were like, oh my God, is it gonna go again? But yeah, we did it, and so that is the first single, and we have a whole EP that is finished record. We just finished recording it. It's going to be coming out this spring, and that's the lead-off single.
Oh, nice. Oh, okay. Well, that's great. So that was going to be my next question. So, you know, obviously you're busy, and I know you've got some dates coming up, but I wasn't sure, you know, with your solo debut, were you still planning on doing, you know, both careers, or, you know, and balancing between them, or were you just going to go for one and kind of leave the other behind? I wasn't sure. So it's great that you.
No, I'm going full force with both, and it's definitely, you know, it's kind of unorthodox. You know, it's a lot of people have been saying this is kind of like Gwen Stefani coming out at the exact same time with her solo career as No Doubt.
Right.
And I like that comparison, especially because I love Gwen Stefani and I love No Doubt.
Exactly.
And, you know, for a long time, people were trying to bully me and my career and say, you need to pick a lane, you know, you can't be doing this hip-hop stuff, you can't be doing this rock stuff, you can't be doing this pop stuff, you have to pick one. And I just said, you know what, fuck that. I'm not doing that. I'm making my own lane, I'm making my own sound, and I'm going to do it like this. And just take everything that everything that I come from Detroit, and that is Christina Chriss. And, you know, Kaleido, this is my family. My band is as close as can be. And I'm just doing what I love. I love making music. I want to do it around the clock, 24/7. So I just have multiple outlets in which to do it and express myself as an artist. And looking incredible.
Yeah, I think it's great, and I'm so happy for you, and I'm glad that you're not letting people bully you, because that was one of my questions. Like, your family support and the support of your fans and your friends, have they been receptive to your choice of wanting to do both versus one or the other? Because, fans too, let's just be real here. We've seen it across the board with so many different artists. There was a lot of fans that were disappointed that Taylor Swift was leaving country. And there's a lot of fans that, are disappointed with other artists that have made similar choices. So have you experienced any of that, or has it all been positive?
It definitely has not all been positive. This is new. I've been working on this solo material for almost a year exclusively with the producer Detail. And no one really knew what to expect because they know my rock sound from Kaleido. Right. And I have been working on this solo stuff. So I think, I was hyping everybody up and saying, it's coming, and no one really knew what to expect. And so far, we've only launched one song from the way. And, there's been a lot of people that are mad and, kind of confused. But that's okay because the fans that I know love me and are real fans, they are embracing that, and they know that that's CC. They know I'm doing me 100%, and I don't care what anybody thinks. I'm doing me as an artist, and the fans that are down and love Kaleido and love me as an artist are supporting it. And the music is it's great. It's fun. It's great music.
It is, definitely.
It's different than Kaleido, but the fans, they get it. They're the real fans. And everybody else is starting to find out about it. It's going to just keep putting music out and love it or hate it.
There you go. There you go. Yeah, never. I think it's great. And I'm really excited to hear that because, unfortunately, there's a huge impact that, people feel when they get negative responses at all, and then they don't want to continue or they don't have the heart. And I'm glad to see that you're just like, nope, this is me and I'm pushing forward and I'm going to do what I want. And those who like it are going to, stay, and those who don't, well, they'll either come around or they won't, so I love that you're not letting that stop you. I think that's great. I think that's really fabulous.
At the end of the day, ultimately, I'm just being myself 100%. And it just so happens that I have about 10 different sides to myself. And they all come around and they all get to come out and play, So you're going to find that in the music. You're going to hear it. Some things are going to sound way left field, and some are going to sound way to the right, and some are going to sound upside down, like, what was she thinking when she wrote this? This is ridiculous. But that's it. At the end of the day, it's raw and real. It's really...
Well, and I think that, ultimately people are going to connect to you a lot better because of that. And I mean, we all have different sides to us. We all have the days where we just want to be, at home. And then we have the days that we want to go out and we want to have fun and we want to have party and we don't want to look back. And then we have more conservative days. It just doesn't matter. I mean, we all have different days and different sides to us. So I think that that's great that you're able to demonstrate that for everybody. And, I read, I think it was on your Facebook. It might not have been on your Facebook. I think it was on your Facebook. Something about Justin Bieber and what his thoughts were about you in the studio and what he thought about your newest, single and everything. So tell me about that. Tell me what that experience was like with him.
It was awesome. It was my first time meeting him. We were both working in the same studio and kind of literally ran into each other. It was so funny. I walked in with sunglasses on and I had a coffee in my hand and I didn't see the step in front of me, and I looked up and I was like, oh, well, there's Justin Bieber. And so I went to shake his hand and I tripped and my coffee was almost spilling everywhere, and he kind of caught me, and so that was hilarious. And we hit it off, and I went out of the studio for just a minute, and he was still in there with Detail, and they were listening to some music. We were actually listening to a lot of the songs that were on the Purpose record before Purpose was released. So it's kind of just vibing and listening to all these incredible songs that he had. And I stepped out for just a second, and when I came back in, one of my songs was playing. It's going to be the second single that we released. It's called Hell Yeah We Fuck, and it features French Montana. and he was playing it. Detail was playing it for Justin, and Justin kind of just ran up to me, like double high five, and was like instant smash. And we were just dancing and jamming out to it, and it was just such an incredible experience. I'm like, oh yeah, the Beebs likes it. The Beebs likes how yeah we fuck.
That's great. That's great. Oh my gosh. And you know what? It's not everybody gets a story like that. And I think that's one of those moments that you can cherish for a lifetime. I mean, especially your first time meeting and then tripping and the coffee and that's just great. That was how it was for me the first time I met John Bon Jovi. I totally dumped my whole purse out onto his feet. It was awful. It was
my God.
Oh, it was just, I was mortified. It was awful. And I just didn't even know what to do. And yeah, but I mean, he kind of picked me up after I picked up all my stuff and put it back in my purse. He kind of like stood me up. It was the most embarrassing thing I ever.
I was like, well, that's what I get for walking in with sunglasses on.
Right.
You know, when you walk inside and you're just blinded by the light change, I'm like, of course. But it was perfect. Like I love when shit like that happens.
Absolutely.
I just love it.
And it's so memorable. Like, you know, Justin's going to remember that forever too. And, you know, I mean, it doesn't even sound like he's just instant smash with your song. He sounds like he's an instant fan of yours as well. I mean, he's like high-fiving you and everything. That's got to be such a great feeling as an artist to have this other accomplished artist love your work. I mean, that's huge.
Yeah, totally huge. I love him and I love his music too. So it was definitely a huge compliment, and I will always remember it, you know. But that's the magic of, you know, just working and running into other amazingly talented artists and just kind of, you know, vibing on the music. Letting the music speak too, you know.
Right. Well, it wouldn't surprise me if, you know, someday in the future that you two end up back together, like creating some awesome music together, because that's what, you know, artists always seem to do, is just collaborate and work with other people. So, you know, I think that, I'm just putting that out there. I think it might be fun for everybody to hear. Come on, Justin. We got to make this happen.
Hey, universe. We got some serendipity. I'm flowing over here.
Absolutely. Oh my God. Definitely. Well, thank you so much. But before we go, I want to know, is there anything that you want to share with the fans? Is there anything you have coming up? I mean, I know we talked on some of that, but is there anything you have coming up that you want everybody to know?
Yes. We are going to be dropping new Kaleido music, so be waiting and ready for that, because it's kick-ass rock and roll, balls to the wall. All of the amazingness that they already know and love about Kaleido is just even more raw in your face, and just encompasses and really sounds like what everybody likes about our live show. So that is coming. And then also, I'm going to be continuing to drop these new solo songs. So be on the lookout for them. Find me on Instagram and Twitter, because, you know, for a while I was really just heavily pushing the band rather than myself. You know, we were a group effort. So I was always pushing Kaleido, but I just have a brand new YouTube channel that's Christina Chriss, and all these new Christina Chriss things that are popping up. So find me, and then find Kaleido as well at Kaleido Band, and we just have music for days coming your way.
Oh, that's great. I'm so excited. And you know what? I will make sure that on our article we include all of your links, you know, for your social media. So I will make sure we have all of that on there as well, so the fans can find you a little bit easier.
You.
Oh, absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much. I am so excited, and I'll make sure I put the link to your new song as well, From the Way. It's really great, by the way. Trick Trick, there's a line in there that I like about Batman. I'm not going to spoil it for everybody because I want them to listen, but I was cracking up. I was like, oh my gosh, I love this line right here, right now. I love this line.
He absolutely murders that verse. I think that I told him that I think it's like one of his best verses ever. And when we wrote the song, I wrote the song with Detail in Los Angeles, and I went back to Detroit and I said, I can't think of anyone better to be on this song than the OG Trick Trick. And so mad love, you know, to him.
Absolutely. Just
slaughtering that verse.
Absolutely. It was great. It was just my favorite. So I was like, I have to talk about this somehow. But no, it was great. Thank you so much for taking the time. Best of luck to you. anything you have in the future that you want us to promote, let me know. Shoot me a text, send an email. We'll make sure we get it up on our website for you because, your music is great and we just want to keep promoting you for everybody to get to know. So.
Oh, thank you so much. And actually, I just want to share something. I just got word just this exact second that From the Way is the #1 requested song in Detroit on iHeart channel 955.
Wow.
So I just want to kind of go and
right.
So excited. Like, that is so huge for me. But yeah, I had to share that really quick because
that's great.
Just got told while we're on the phone right now.
Oh, that is so awesome. I am so excited. Congratulations. That is the way to end a call right there. That's amazing and huge, and go celebrate. Have a great rest of your night. I am so excited, and I cannot wait to get this all up for our audience to hear, and you're just amazing. So thank you so much for taking the time. I really appreciate it, and have an amazing time celebrating tonight.
Thank you, and you have a great night too, and thank you everyone for listening.
Awesome. You have a good night. We'll talk to you soon.
Thanks. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Bye, guys. Bye.